So I'm getting ready to paint these fender flares, and they are very faded. First thing I did is I obviously washed them, and then I sanded them down with my random orbit sander here, using a 320 grit just to rough it up. And then I'm going to go over it now with some acetone and clean off all the wax, and then I'll shoot some paint on it. So when I use the acetone, I just picked up a Duplicolor brand, and I got this at O'Reilly's. Just put a little on the rag like that. Make sure you're wearing gloves. And this stuff will basically evaporate. Just a couple of the items that I'm using here. So now that I've wiped it all down with the acetone, I'm going to use this automotive primer adhesion promoter, and what this will do is help the paint base coat stick to the flare. I went down to Napa, just bought a pint of the black paint. This will match my Jeep, and a quart of the reducer. And I'm using this HVLP gun. I picked this one up from Harbor Freight. This is their professional one. It's like 50 bucks. It's about the best one you can buy at Harbor Freight. It does a pretty good job though. I actually painted the entire Jeep with this and got pretty good results. Basically everything you see here, the pressure regulator and the filter and all the fittings I got at Harbor Freight, and the disposable cups. The pressure that I'm going to use is about 28 psi, and that's with the trigger pulled back. Set your pressure at 28 psi. Okay, so here are the flares after two to three really light coats. Basically what I did is I just misted it on. I found that if I went too wet and too heavy, the paint didn't want to adhere to the plastic very well, and I actually had to resand one of them and then re-primer it. And then I just, like I said, just lightly misted it on and built up my coats, and right now it has a nice satin finish. And I'm undecided whether I want to clear coat this yet or not, so I will give that some thought before I put them back on the Jeep.